I am Mama Omega, and I'm always bringing that truth. If you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you've been rocking with me since day one, go ahead and like that like button as you enter into the room. Asha. I'm waiting on people today. I'm feeling this beat though. Gang, gang. In this bitch. We hella lit. And we the shit. Gang, gang. I had to restart my live. I don't know why. But today has been a day. Yes, it has. I was tested and I learned some lessons. For real. But I ain't stressing. Bars, bitch. Okay. And I want to talk about what the fuck just happened, y'all. Like, what the fuck? This is fresh off the market. Fresh off the press. Hey, Flo. It's fresh off the market. For real. Asha. Whip out that paintbrush. Creativity is like gonna be like your best outlet when it comes to anything. Just sticking to your creativity. And allowing your mind to flow like that paintbrush, okay? I have relatively good energies, relatively good spirits. I'm gonna turn it down. And other people just gonna come in when they come in. I guess it's just me and you right now. 3:03 on the clock. You sound with the shout out. Hey, gang, gang. Okay. So like today was like a test day for me, y'all. Like, you, because I only see you on here. Let me turn this down. We gonna talk about it because I feel like it's important and Spirit wants me to talk about it. Right. So I wanted to get a new battery because I don't have any family or friends or anybody around me to help me do some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I went to AutoZone and I bought a battery from AutoZone and they install your batteries there, right? On the way there, when I called up there at first or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Dude was just joking on the phone and Spirit was like, go ahead and get him, what he asked for on the phone. He was like, yeah, bring me a number 2 from White Castles. And, he gave the order or whatever that he wanted. And he was laughing. So I was like, oh, okay. But I did it anyways because I'm just a good spirit. And there are good people in this world. And you want to treat other people how you want to be treated. I'm coming to you for a service. You was joking on the phone or whatever, but you working, you having a hard day or whatever. So I'll buy you a fucking number 2. I don't even eat that shit. But I'll slide through a drive-through for you because I want to be treated how you're being treated by me. You get what I'm saying? So I'll be nice to you, ain't no thing, you know what I'm saying? Dude ends up, okay, so I get the White Castles or whatever, and I don't know this dude, he don't know me. I walk to the AutoZone, we only had the phone call, right? I walk into the AutoZone, and I'm like, who's the guy that I was on the phone call with the kind of car that I have? I don't want to put what kind of car I have online because, it was nice, wasn't it, Let me light my joint, girl, because it's finna get deep. Okay, and we are still on spiritual lessons or spiritual tests and spiritual energetic signatures, okay? So I went up there. Before I went up there, I was like, let me just run through this drive-through because I heard him say it on the phone before he hung up that he was hungry, and it was kind of packed in there when I got there. So I was like, it was a good deed to do to go ahead and just buy him some lunch because he's working 8 hours. I know what it's like, you know. And I bought him the lunch, and he says, "Okay, no thing. I paid 200 for my battery, 200 for my car battery. That's a lot of money for me. Okay, that's a lot of money for me. I paid 200 for my car battery." Dude puts the battery in reverse and tells me to start my engine. So then he blows a fuse. So he breaks my car, right? And then I'm sitting there for 6 fucking hours. Long story short, now this is something that should have took 10 minutes. I ended up sitting there for 6 fucking hours. Listen, after the dude, like, it was just horrible. When I went in there, right, after he fucked up the shit, now I didn't really know what was wrong with it or whatever. I was telling him, he was telling me that this side was a positive and this side was a negative. And my daughter was with me, right? My daughter, she's 15 and she's very vigilant. As soon as he started to touch our car, my daughter started to like I was considering being disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Right. You said, what in the world? Right. I consider when my daughter was being disrespectful, I'm like, that's a grown person or whatever. I'm like, he work here, he know what he doing. My daughter's like, no, mama, that's not how it go. I know it's not how I go. I'm like, you don't know. You 15. You ain't got no, you ain't no mechanic. You ain't did shit. She was like, nah, mama, I don't feel right about this. We sit in the car and he's fucking with the shit, right? The car is off and he's putting the, you know, the little thing to the battery to make the car go or whatever. And there's an electric current going through the car. Wow, we're sitting in it. My daughter gets scared. She hops out the car like, mama, that's not right either, because there's not even any electricity to the car. The battery, like, that's what he working on, is the battery. So why are we feeling an electric pulse all the way through the car, right? He ends up shorting out a fuse that's like a lot of money or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I go into the shop or whatever, and I am seeing him. It's other workers in there. It's the other female manager in there, right? And I am seeing the other manager. She's a female. She like, you broke her car. This your business. You need to fix it. You need to do what you can. So he goes in there and tells me, I'm finna go look and see if they have the part. We end up sitting out there for like 2 hours. When I go in there, the female telling me, oh, he called around to try to find parts to your car to fix your car, right? He's like, I'm calling around to find a part to fix your car, whatever. So it took him about 2 hours more to find a motherfucking car piece to fix my car, right? And then he had to drive out to get it from where we was at. He had to drive out to get the motherfucker, right? So when he drives out to get the motherfucker, excuse me, I'm sorry. When he drives out to go get the motherfucker, I leave the AutoZone because it wasn't too far from where I'm posted. You know what I'm saying? So I run back to the crib. I go check on my sons. They old enough to be at home. They 13 and 12. I go check on them or whatever. And then they like, we finna mob back up there with you because what's up? You know what I'm saying? So I go get my sons, me and my daughter, we walk back or whatever. And while I'm at home, Spirit telling me, do a little something. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say what I did, but they telling me, do a little something, you know? So I did a little something, right? And then I go back up there and he takes forever to come back with the fucking part. And I'm about to call the police because somebody had pulled up, this old man, this old lady had pulled up. And they're like, what the fuck is wrong with your car? Why have you been at AutoZone for all these hours? You know what I'm saying? And I told him that the man broke my motherfucking car. You know what I'm saying? Like he broke my car or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, oh, baby, call the police and make a police report and sue the shit out their ass. To get you, call the police, make a police report, get you a lawyer. You finna own this motherfucker. Don't worry about it because they're liable for it. And it's on their lie. Like they can't say they didn't do it. How did you get the car up here if it was something wrong with your, with your car? You know? Because I had to drive the motherfucker to them. So it wasn't shit wrong with it. It wasn't nothing wrong with my car. It wasn't nothing wrong with my car. Like I had to jump in when it started getting cold. But that's because it was so cold where I was that, the weather was like below freezing a lot. You know what I'm saying? So that shit had happened, right? And before he even leaves, I'm skipping around, but before he even leaves to go get the auto part or whatever, he's trying to hustle me. I spent $200 on the battery and I bought you lunch, bitch. Okay? So, he's like, I gotta go out far, so you ain't got no gas money. You got some gas money or whatever. And whole time the other manager, the female manager, is like, you need to figure this out. You need to do whatever the fuck you gotta do. He tried to put it off on the security guard and energetic signature, right? Dude's last name was Moore. And that's the last name of Bishop Don Juan Keyshawn, right? Dude's last name was Moore. And that's the last name of the preacher that I was married to. And literally this motherfucker tried to break my motherfucking car. So he tried to hustle me. I already, just out of the kindness of my heart, before I even knew this person, I knew he was hungry because he had like just jokingly mentioned it. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, all right, it ain't no thing. You finna work on my car. I want my shit to be right. So I don't got no problem with buying you a burger, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I bought him a burger. And this nigga tried to fuck up my car. He tried to finesse me out of gas money before he left. And I told him, like, he was acting like he wasn't finna go get the part. The security guard in the store, in the fucking AutoZone, he was like, man, when you go take her out there to go get the part, drive her out there to get the part. Security guard, old ass man, he started cursing him out. Like, nigga, you broke her car. You need to go and drive the fuck out there. And Spirit wanted to point out, like, it's sad, dude. It's sad because I'm sitting in my car and my son's like, Mama, you shouldn't feel bad. I shouldn't feel bad for being a good person. You get what I'm saying? Motherfuckers shouldn't make you feel bad for doing something kind for another motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? That I extended myself for you, but you wasn't even willing to extend yourself for me, and you actually broke my motherfucking car. This car it costs more than this $200 battery, bitch. I was about to tell you need to refund my battery, and I'm finna sue the shit out of you, bitch. This shit happened on your property. Y'all install batteries here. This is what the fuck you did or whatever. I called my homeboy while I was sitting out there because I was like, I wanna go out because this is like too much. Let me just chill and let me go out and have fun or whatever. But he said he didn't want to get out, so I was like, fuck it. But I was calm too because I was having several tests at that moment. I was having a test of my patience. I was having a test of my every fucking thing. My daughter, her name is Patience. She ain't got no motherfucking patience. All right? She has absolutely no fucking patience. I'm telling you, within an hour in, my 15-year-old was ready to box a grown man, and I was trying to tell her, like, calm down. I'm trying to give her snacks and shit, like she too, like, here, eat this. And she like, nah, mama, this is something ain't right. So she was feeling it all alone. My daughter was feeling that shit all the fuck alone, that this nigga was not right. And even when he got back with the part, right when I was finna call the police, I had a little joint, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I was smoking it. I was about to get rid of my joint, spray my car down and shit, and call the police so I can make a police report. Because I'm finna sue you, bitch. This old couple pulled up and was like, what? They asked me, what's wrong with your car? I told them what's wrong with your car. They said, oh, no, this is what you need to do, baby. Get on the phone right now. Call the police. Call a motherfucking lawyer. Do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? So I was right pushing 9 to the 911 on my phone, and the nigga came out of nowhere. I am not lying. The nigga came out of nowhere. He was going from his job for like 3 hours. Do you hear me? He was going, and I'm going in there, and I'm checking the dude. That shift changed and everything. The manager was on lunch break, but the other people that was there when the shit originally happened, they was all gone. You know what I'm saying? They was all fucking gone. But when he got back, he tried to hustle me again. He was like, okay, so the part is $20. And I told him that I don't have no more money. I do. But I wasn't finna give him shit the fuck else, bitch. You know what I'm saying? He was like, the part, it costs $20. When he got there, before he even put it on the car, he was like, I want to help you, but, you know, this part, it costs $20, and I had to drive all the way out there. And I said, I don't got $20. And he was like, well, I would love to help you, man. I said, well, fuck it, then. We just gonna call the motherfucking police. And as he was talking shit, he was putting that motherfucking part the fuck on. But when I did what I did when I went home, because I had did a little something, because I had walked home when he went to go get the part, I was like, I'm just gonna walk. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? I had walked home or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then, his motherfucking ass was really trying me, man. He was really fucking trying me. I had went back to the crib and I had got my voodoo doll of Santa Muerte though. And brought her with me back up there along with whatever the fuck I had did. Long story short, the motherfucker ain't get shit the fuck else out of me. And that was a test too. Spirit was telling me, like I could hear a voice like, do not give him shit. If you give him anything, your car is going to shit. He's going to break it more so that you can keep coming up here and needing help. Like this is what the spirit was telling me. He's going to break your shit so he can drain you. Like it's an energy vampire. His last name was the same last name. Even my kids with that last name was like, Mama, did you peep that? Did you peep that energy signature? And to be honest with you, that's how my daughter acts too. But it's all about energies. But anyways, he ended up paying for the White Castles that I bought his motherfucking ass when he paid for that fucking part. I'm just gonna put that out there. Okay? You said what in the world? He said, wow, right. You know what I'm saying? So he ended up paying for the White Castles that I gave him. Karma, bitch. You ended up paying for that part, and you put that. He tried to hustle me though. He tried to make it seem. He was like, "Well, this is a business, and we have to replace the parts or whatever." But you broke it, so we can call the police, and I can call a lawyer, and you finna pay for more. AutoZone gonna pay for more, motherfucker. So fix my car. And do you motherfucking know? He fixed my car in 2.5 seconds when I started talking that hot shit. Like, he thought that I was nice because I did him a nice favor. Like, you just can't be nice to everybody. Like, you just can't do it. They'll take you for a sucker. And this was a complete stranger. But I feel like I said, because of the last name, it was an energetic signature. And I also wanted to take note of this, too. And Spirit wanted me to make an example with this as well. That when you are chosen, or say you on a council of judges or whatever, because I'm on the council of judges and shit. You know what I'm saying? When you on that council, of judges, they will put you in situations for motherfuckers to do shit to you to bring down the judgment. Some people don't have enough ashe that when you do something to them, that it actually makes some movement. I'm just being honest with you. All lives matter and shit, but it is such thing as favor amongst the spirits. You have to come across that right one. That right one. As soon as I came home, it took me 2 seconds to do some shit to this nigga, to take control over the situation where I would dominate his motherfucking ass. And that's exactly basically what the fuck happened. I ended up dominating the shit out of his motherfucking ass because I wasn't too close for the motherfucking witch's coven, bitch. I'm right from the fucking honeycomb hideout, bitch. All the herbs and shit I need, motherfucker. My car sound better than ever now. I just want you to know. You know? So next time, call me. You have my number. I'm a mobile mechanic. I might not be close, but I can tell you what to do. I would appreciate that. Like, just even somebody to call or whatever. I know one person in St. Louis, but I don't like to call him every time that I have a problem. Like, I wanted to really genuinely hang out, though, because I was like, I need a break. Like, my kids was like, yeah, mama, you need to go out. You need to go get you a drink or something. You know? My kids was like that or whatever, so I called him up or whatever, but I didn't want to just call him when I need something. I really didn't need something because that motherfucker was going to fix my car or we was finna be doing some documentation. For real, for real. And it just is what it is. But y'all have to pay attention to energetic signatures. And my sons was like, Mama, when you noticed that his last name was that last name of your karmic of that person that had done that to you, why didn't you say you didn't want him to work on your car? You wanted somebody else to work on your car. We did not notice his name tag until, you know how the roof of the car is up and then you could see through the little bottom part of the glass and he bent over in the glass. All we could see was his name tag, and big as day, it was the same energetic signature as my ex-husband. So it was like money stolen, time stolen, energy stolen. But he had got that shit back because he had to pay for a car part. That was not cheap. You get what I'm saying? He had to pay for a car part that was not cheap. I didn't give him a motherfucking dime, and that was a motherfucking test. He would have broke my car more. And even, I'm gonna tell you something too. Spirit even told me, like he was like, start your car for me, do your headlights, do your thing, stop it for me. And then it was working fine. And then he was like, hold on 1 second. And then he got in there and started messing with some shit again. And I started doing what I needed to do to empower the shit that I had already done to his motherfucking ass when I took my ass home. Okay? So while he doing that, I'm in the motherfucking car like shaking up my shit, tapping my shit, doing what the fuck I gotta do to control this nigga. Cause you're not finna get me, bitch. And then he didn't fuck with my car no more. You know? He didn't fuck with my car no more. But I'll never ever go back there. And I am going to complain to corporate. And I ain't trying to be no Karen, but that motherfucker evil. And he be trying to hustle the customers. And this motherfucker straight broke my motherfucking car to try to swindle me out of money. And then he quickly fixed it when I started talking about lawyers and shit. You get what I'm saying? He quickly fixed that motherfucker when I started talking about lawyers and I ain't got no money. And then he tried to hustle me again. He was like, your headlight went out. Your headlight out. I said, I ain't got no more money, bruh. And this is a worker there. Name tag type shit. This is supposed to be a manager, but you can tell he was a swindler, a soft ass motherfucker, because while I was inside of the store, he was trying to put it off on everybody else. Even the security guard. This motherfucker ain't even a mechanic. Okay? This motherfucker is not even a mechanic. He was like telling the security guard to drive me all the way the fuck out to buttfuck Egypt to go pick out the part because he ain't got enough gas in this car and he got to make it to work till Monday. If you don't fix my motherfucking car, you ain't gonna have no job, bitch. Okay? And that's just how it went. But he fixed my shit. And I was relatively calm to it with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was really calm with it. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. I feel like my kids they were surprised within the peace that surpasses all understanding. Okay? Even when he fixed my car, like, as I was rolling off, I was like, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And he was fat too. Fat ass motherfucker. I'm sorry if you fat. I'm not fat phobic. I'm just saying I will say that to a motherfucker that has disrespected me. I'm just being honest. You disrespected me, so you a fat ass bitch. And you ate them White Castles, but you paid for it. Like I said, you bought your own food, bitch, when you bought that part from my car. So I feel like justice was served. Okay? Justice was served because, well, justice wasn't all the way served. I feel like some more shit is going to happen to him because when I came back to the house, Santa Muerte, my little voodoo doll, was like, take me with you, bitch. I got you. Take me with you. And when she got there is when shit changed up. That's when the shit changed the fuck up, when she got there. You say, and gas is high as fuck. Gas is high as fuck. Yeah, I shade for peace too. because I felt like I passed the test with that anyways. But I also was sitting there in the car. That's what my kids was like, don't beat yourself up. Because I was also sitting myself in the car like, why did I buy him something to eat? Why did I buy him something to eat? Because I'm genuinely a nice person. And this is why you can't be nice to everybody. You are an empath. I just genuinely, like, I'm just old school shit. If you hungry, I'ma feed you. I don't give a fuck who you are. Unless you my enemy, bitch, you could starve. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. Okay? But if you're hungry, I'm gonna feed you. That's just how I am. And I know most of Soul Tribe is like that. Like, we good people. It's just that you ain't finna take advantage of me, bitch. He got the work on his ass now, though. And it just is what it is. It just is what it is. Be ye kind in the likeness of strangers. You could be entertaining angels unaware. I preach it every day. You know? But that piece was something else, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was so calm. I think I was calm up until the last like 30 minutes of the 6 hours. I was calm like for the last 30 minutes of the 6 hours. One time the man wouldn't let my son use the bathroom. So I was like, nigga, we been out here 5 hours. And he was like, ma'am, there's somebody in there. If you just wait, then we'll let your son use the restroom. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all have to pay attention. And even though this was something, it was something that was major, but the signs were so subtle for me. The sign, because I was calling around, right? And it's this particular AutoZone that I was calling. And when I called, I had asked a question. And when I asked the question, they immediately just hung up. Like, they answered the question and they was like, all right, bye. And I kind of felt like that was rude. And I went to that exact same shit. But when I was sitting in my car, when my car wasn't working anymore for that brief momentary time or whatever, when I was sitting in my car, I was like, I should not have came here because I felt like somebody was rude to me over the phone, even though they probably didn't know that I wanted to ask another question because they just was moving fast and they working, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's why I was like, maybe they was just, I don't know. I try to write it off as maybe they were just working. And that's all the question that he felt like I had. You know what I'm saying? I was like, such. And then they was like, da 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 da. All right. Thank you. Bye. And I'm like, I didn't even say bye or thank you, but they said thank you, bye. And they hung up. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, that was a little rude to me. And then I went to the same AutoZone. So I could feel like that's the only, because I like to reflect on my actions. Like, how the fuck did I end up in these situations? I like to do that, you know? So I'm like, maybe that was a sign that I didn't pay attention to because I did really kind of feel like that was rude. And I didn't pay attention to that sign there. And then the other sign, there wasn't no other sign. I don't know. Like, I feel like there wasn't no other sign other than that didn't rub me the right way when I first called that particular store. That didn't rub me the right way. And I didn't pay attention to it because I felt like, hey, maybe they busy. I know what it's like working in those systems. But anyways, y'all pay attention to the signs. My car is fine, y'all. It's fine. It's actually sounding better than ever. And then also, Spirit was telling me this too. This is something that I did not do. Okay, this is something that I did not do. Before you go get your car worked on in any fucking fashion, you supposed to spiritually protect your car. I just be spiritually protecting my car just when I'm driving around, so to prevent car accidents and all the other shit. And the Spirit told me on my way home that this is one thing they said you should have even before you go get an oil change. Okay, they was like, you should have protected your car before you put it up, let somebody else fuck with it. So I like to evaluate how I end up in situations, okay? And this is why I'm making a live, okay? That's why I'm making a live about it, so that everybody can do it in all situations. You need to evaluate everything, but I don't feel like I did wrong. And for as far as me being a kind person, like I was even saying to my kids, it's embarrassing that I would just buy the strangers something to eat and then they would treat me this way. You get what I'm saying? And my sons really was like, you don't need to feel bad for being who you are. You just I'm a nice motherfucker until you fuck with me. And it just is what it is. But that type of shit make you want to turn into the beast. Like, for real, that shit make you want to fuck a motherfucker up. You can't keep shitting on motherfuckers that do good and do right by you. You cannot do that. You know? And people steady doing it, though. They steady doing it. What the fuck wrong with these people? And that's why I was telling my son, I was like, I'm hard on them and with their friendliness because the people out in the world they're not friendly. They're not kind. They put on a good show. You get what I'm saying? They put on a good show. But when you run across somebody who is genuine, like myself, he didn't ask for the food. He just mentioned it. He was like joking, like, yeah, and when you come, bring this, and this, and this. I'm like, oh, okay, babe, I got you. I'm gonna bring it to you anyways. I know you was joking, but I'm gonna bring it to you anyways because I know you working. I don't know you. You're a perfect stranger. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it was. But like I said, it is what it is. I'm just end it here. And I wanted to share that with you. And I don't give a fuck. I don't feel like I did anything wrong. That's just the true nature of me. And this is why I have to fuck motherfuckers up, because they see that true nature and they want to take your kindness for weakness. This literally, because I got him something to eat, he really thought that I was going to give him gas money to go get the part after he fucked up my car. I feel like he did this shit all on purpose. Give him the gas money to go get the car and then pay for the part and all that shit. I ain't give him no gas. I ain't pay for no part, nigga. You paid for your White Castles. That's what you just did. Okay? And much more. And much more. He paid much more. And it's just gonna be honest than what I paid. And he would have paid much more if he would have really broke my shit. He didn't really break it. He knew exactly what he was doing. I think he did it on that way so that he could short it, so that it could become a problem, so that he could hustle me. Oh, I can fix it, but I need about $30 more. Oh, I need about $40 more. Oh, I need about. That's why I was trying to go out with my friend and have a drink, y'all, because I needed a drink. But it's cool. I got me a drink right here with me. Okay. So I love y'all. Learn from it. Y'all can tell me in the comment section if you feel like I did anything wrong or if I was too nice or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I want to know y'all opinions about it. We can talk about it now. I mean, for real, for real. I don't feel like I did anything wrong. I sat in my car for at least one of those hours like, bitch, what did you do? Are you tripping? Are you being a fucking goofy or something? And I wasn't flirting with this dude or nothing. I wasn't flirting with him at all. It was just a friendly measure. You know? It was just a friendly measure. I'm coming to you for a service. The least I can do, if you're going to be working on my car, I want you to be in good tip-top shape. You hungry, nigga? I don't need you to be not yourself because you ain't had no Snickers, my nigga. You know? So that's all I was thinking. But y'all tell me if y'all think I'm a punk bitch, a weak bitch. I don't give a fuck because I know I ain't. Period. It takes strength to be kind to someone. And a lot of people don't have that strength. Okay? So, yeah. That was like my little rant, y'all. That was my little rant for y'all. I didn't even plan on this. Was an impromptu. I don't got nothing else to talk about. I just had to talk about that. And I hope that helps y'all to pay attention to energetic signs. If I would have paid attention to his name, then I would have said something. And I would have been like, hey, I bought you lunch, but who else can do this? But I didn't pay attention to that. I didn't see his name tag. I wasn't paying attention to that. I was just thinking, yay, you're taking care of your car. You're taking care of the things that the spirit has given you, you know? So it is what it is. You said, absolutely not. No, you didn't. People really take advantage when they think you weak or don't know any better. That was what I think exactly happened here. I really feel like that is exactly what happened. I'm a little petite, cute little female. I go up in there. I don't have any man with me. And, you know, I don't really know anything about cars. And he really tried to fornicate me. Yes, he did. He did. But I don't feel bad, okay? But we have to protect that energy. Everybody don't deserve that shit. And that's what Spirit has been teaching me. And this, I'm going to tell y'all something too, because I don't think I'm going to talk to this nigga no way. Okay? So if you still want me and you on my Truthgang live or whatever, I still like will be willing to give you a chance. But I have met this nigga or whatever, right? And like, I was just taking my kids out and he approached me or whatever. And I didn't get his number. I got his number and I did a little reading over his number because, you know, it was in his handwriting. So I have to do that shit. Like, come on now. I got to see your energy before I even open up this portal, nigga. So it was all right. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't even really what it was. Like, for real, it was just awkward. Like, he wanted to meet up that same night and I didn't want to meet up. Like, I was like, when I met him, he was like, let's hang out. And I was just like, nah, man, because, like, I don't trust people with me. You know? I don't trust people with me. I'm like, we can talk for a couple of weeks, even though I met him in person, which is good because I don't want to meet no motherfucker. I'm not meeting anybody on a dating app. Fuck that. Spirit has shown me murders. So fuck that shit. But meeting people in person or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that part was cool, but it was just something in me that was like, bitch, you are not on that shit. You don't go out with no nigga the first night you meet him. You don't even call him the same day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or nothing like that. And then I guess he probably just got disinterested because I didn't like link up with him that night. Shit. You know? But I'm too nice and I have to be cautious. I have to protect my energy. I have to protect my energy. For real, for real. I don't even know how to flirt no more, y'all. I don't even know how to flirt no more. Because I don't take motherfuckers seriously. I mean, I take niggas seriously, but I have to see your soul in order to take you seriously. But if you're just a regular person, I guess that's something also Spirit is saying. Like, don't keep taking people seriously. Anybody. This is why, and I was trying to explain to my kids, that's kind of why, like, people don't trust doctors. Because of this mechanic, okay? Because of this mechanic. This is kind of why people don't trust doctors. You're supposed to trust them. They're supposed to be professionals. Same scenario when you're trusting some other type of profession, you know? But it is what it is. I don't trust no motherfucking body. And the only way I'm gonna be able to trust somebody, especially if like it's a romantic relationship thing, is if I can see they soul, and I'll be able to trust they soul, like period. And that's why we gotta look at people's soul or whatever. But it be minions everywhere, y'all. He was a goddamn zombie. But anyways, I don't want to talk too long about this shit and be all in my feelings. I ain't even in my feelings though. For real, for real. I'm not even really mad. I just wanted to vent about it. I'm not even really mad about it because I feel like I learned lessons. And then also every time I step out, anytime I go outside into the matrix, it is always a potential for me to be tested. This is where the fuck stories be coming from and shit. Every time I step the fuck out, it be a potential. But that shit turned me off, man. And this is why I don't like humans. Okay? That shit turned me off big time. But I am going to hit you up, Mr. Dorian. If I have any problems with my car, I'm going to hit you up. It really didn't need nothing. It was just a new battery. And then when the battery did, he was trying to swindle me all the way. When I bought the $200 battery, the brand new battery, he was like, oh, you didn't need no battery. Yes, the fuck I did. That was the only thing that was wrong with my car. Yes, that was it. That was the only thing that was wrong with my car. I just needed a new battery because the one that I had was like all corroded and shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, like I said, I love y'all. Stay pure and keep a pure heart and keep being kind to motherfuckers. That's all I'm gonna say. You keep doing that shit, but don't do it to the point where motherfuckers take advantage of you. I'm not gonna let this shit stop me and block me because with that, even with the energetic signature, man, even with the energetic signature, I know that somebody has been doing some shit to me to make me not want to love anymore, to make me not want to feel anymore. So with the last name being that, and this is somebody who's doing that to me, I already know that it was just basically a minion, an energetic signature, a way for this demon, this fucking warlock, to energetically fuck with me. I don't go places and get bad customer service. I come in the fucking place like I came into that fucking place. Y'all see how I came in there like, hey, got you. Who was I on the phone with? All right, got you something. Like, I come into businesses like that, especially where black people are. You get what I'm saying? You said mechanics always trying to get over on females by themselves. That is true. And my daughter had noticed this too. The female manager, right? When she noticed the shit was taking too long, she came over there to see what the problem was. I should have had her do it. She should have did it. To see what the problem was. And she told them too. She told them too. And they shunned her away because it was like 3 dudes and her. And she the manager too. It was one of them was the manager. One of the dudes was the manager and 2 workers. And then she was a manager too. But since they was on a masculine shit, they told her to go on back in there and get the customers. You know, but she really was right. And my daughter was right too. So team female, because they was all right. All the girls was right of what the fuck was wrong, okay? And that's why she left that nigga on his own when he actually fucked my shit up. She left him right there like, I don't got shit to do with this. You better fix that shit or your ass in trouble. You know? But it is what it is, y'all. I love y'all so much. I'm gonna be back maybe later. I don't know. I'm probably just y'all give me some movie suggestions before I get off here. Give me some movie suggestions. I've been trying to find that out for the last few days. I need some movie suggestions. I'm gonna just keep on relaxing because my day really didn't even get fucked up. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was so calm during this whole time. I was like, let me just walk up here. You know what I'm saying? Chill out. Go see my kids. Do what I gotta do right quick on this nigga and go and walk back up here. You know, y'all got some movie suggestions for your girl. It was one movie with Keke Palmer that was supposed to be coming out today, I think. And I wanted to see that movie. I forgot the name of it already. Fuck. But she's supposed to be a slave, but it's like in 2022. It was kind of like that one movie that girl did when she was a slave, but it was like in modern day times or whatever. I wanted to see that shit. But I'm finna relax for the rest of the evening, y'all. Find me a movie or something. I wanted to go out though, but I don't see no point because I don't got nobody to go out with. My homeboy was like, not today. Okay. I'm waiting on y'all type some movie suggestions. That's why I'm still here. So I can find me something to do. Girl 6. Go out by yourself. Oh, I thought that was a movie title. Go out by yourself. I'm like, girl, who in it? I don't want to do that neither, honestly. I really could. I should. I did that when you know, the last time I took myself out on a date, I actually had a really good time. I went live on that shit. I think it was on YouTube though. And ended up at this haunted restaurant. I let the spirits guide me where I was gonna go. And I ended up at this haunted restaurant by the riverfront. And when I walked into that restaurant, I was like, this place is haunted. And the waitress was like, oh my God, how did you know that? I'm like, I can feel spirits or whatever. She was like, let me give you a tour. And by the end of it, she had actually offered for me to go there and make a YouTube video. But I never went back because shit started happening. And my auntie died and all that shit. So I never ended up going back. But she definitely offered me back to this restaurant to make a video for the YouTube. I've been trying to get on my big girl YouTube shit, y'all. Watch the Mummy. Brendan Fraser, my drop. That's your drop. I'm going to plan myself a date. Midas on Truth and Casey does it all the time. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I can't trust nobody these days. Everybody trying to hustle your ass. But y'all remember what Papa said. You can't play the player, you can't hustle the hustler, and you can't trick the trickster now. Okay? But anyways, Girl 6. I've never seen that. I'm going to watch that. Is that by Spike Lee? Is that a Spike Lee movie? Girl 6? What's it about? A phone sex line? I think, is that Girl 6? I don't know. But all right, y'all. Let me find this movie. I'm gonna watch Girl 6 or The Mummy or something. And I'm just finna chill out since I couldn't have my buddy go out with me. He probably like, you ain't my buddy, bitch. You only called me with something wrong. That's why I was like, let's just go out. The wrong shit had already happened. I'm like, let's just go chill because you make me laugh and shit. Okay? Every time I'm with this person, I laugh a lot. Okay? Because he's funny. I don't know why the fuck. This motherfucker just funny. Okay? But anyways, he know who he is. Shout out to him anyways. If you come across this video, because I know he watches the channel. But shout out to you anyways. Because he does make me laugh and shit. And that's my boy. But I love you guys. And I'm out this bitch.